Okay, we are here with round 3 of our locals. Today we are playing Live Twin against Tachyon. We're both X1 today in this round. And we're just going over some chatter and such. I did only roll a snake eye, so we have him go first. He summons a Seaford. Seaford's effect, I let that go through. I believe my hand was Talon, Ash, Fiendsmith of Paradise, Sunny Snitch, and Nib, and turns out it's all I needed. So he summons the baby dragon, which lets him. It's basically a popular tribute to search, so I ash that. He has the 7th Tachyon. So the 7th Tachyon is able to get him his Schwarzschild. Schwarzschild will allow him to kind of go off from there. Tachyon's a really crazy deck without a level 8 I can just spit out like that. So he summons this Schwarzschild, gets him his Galaxy Eyes, I believe. Yeah, Galaxy Eyes is nice alt art there. He uses Galaxy 100 to get out the Photon Jumper. Photon Jumper gets its effect. He kind of realizes a little later they kind of screwed up the combo there. He should have used his Schwarzschild and Galaxy Eyes to Xyz, but he didn't before he used Galaxy 100, so I did nib him here and kind of punish him for that mistake. The token's pretty beefy as well, so he just kind of isn't able to do much else there. He's just now realizing the mistake he made, so he just kind of passes. I use Sunny Snitch here to kind of bait something out, because I know I have talents. If he uses Ash, which he does, I can just take the token, and that kind of seals the game there. Game 2 was definitely a lot more of a back and forth. Again, he's going first here. He knows where he screwed up, so he goes Seaford again. I do Ash's Seaford this time. He called by the Ash show, so he did have the answer to that. Gets the baby dragon. The baby dragon kind of goes into his full combo here. He essentially does go pretty heavily into the combo. He doesn't really get interrupted much at all, so he goes into the primal, gets the 7th Tachyon. 7th Tachyon kind of lets him just search whatever. Just thinking about what to play here. He goes to 7th Tachyon. 7th Tachyon will let him reveal the 106, and then he gets the Galaxy Eyes. Uses Galaxy Eyes as summon, and then he just goes into the the new Dragluxion card. Gets the 7th as Tachyon Transmigration, which is absolutely insane of a card. The fact that he can just gather multiple of that at once in a single turn. He goes into 100, grabs the 100 there, realizing that 100's more important than the Tachyon Transmigration. So he puts the primal on my side of the field, which then gets its effect, lets him search to the Transmigration there, the proper routing. So he grabbed the Tachyon, the 100, and then he goes into the Transmigration with primal. There he uses the 100, gets Photon Jumper then lets him get, can't quite remember what one that is. He then goes into number 106, and then he goes into the Galaxy Eyes again. Kind of just discussing like the current state of the board here. He does rip the Desiree out of my extra deck, which does kind of blow. He goes into more combo here. He just continues building up his board. Gets Galaxy Soldier. Galaxy Soldier will then, I believe, dumps. The dumps are there. I guess the Galaxy Wizard. So from here, he wants to go into more negates. So basically, he spans his Seaford, grabs Primal. And then he just kind of summons the Primal here, and then lets him go into more negates. He goes into, I believe it is Photon board with those two. He grabs another Transmigration, which is insane. He uses Transmigration to get rid of my Harpy's Feather Duster here. Just trying to get an idea about like what I'm facing down here. I go into Kisa Kill. I can't use her effect because I have Primal on the field, which I just explained them there because he was a bit confused. So I go into the Kisa Kill deal. Kisa Kill deal lets me dump the suite. And this kind of lets me go into full combo here. I do not know what that face down was. I was suspecting it wasn't Transmigration because he stopped me from blowing it up with the Transmigration in his hand. So I do kind of play a little bit risky, thinking that maybe the other one's still in his hand. You grab the Lurry, go into Fiendsmith, link off the Kisa Kill deal, and I go into Kisa Kill here, Leela, right, because I wanted to get the pop here. So Leela will let me summon the Kisa Kill deal back, and then I can go into Kisa Kill. Kisa Kill then lets me grab back to Leela, which like gets me the pop, which I do go for the face down because I don't know what it is, but whatever it is, I don't want it. Which it actually turns out it is the Transmigration. Yeah, and then he just negates the Leela, which is fine. I'd still go into Fiendsmith here, so I link off the Larry into Requiem into Lacrima, dump the Engraver. Use Engraver's effect, shuffling back Lurie. Then Engraver goes into attack. I was trying to figure out what I was going to do there. I don't believe I had game this turn, but essentially from here, we're just trying to make sure we survive a turn because Tachyon can just spit out so many massive monsters at once. I do kind of formulate a plan here to just make sure that I can build something. It was a really awkward game state. The Tachyon Primal being on my side of the field was definitely useful, though, because this is just an extra body. And what I'm doing is using the Primal and the Engraver into the Mechraker. Then use Mechraker's effect to resummon Leela Suite and discard a Fulos, which is now dead in my hand because I top decked that. Lacrima and Leela Suite lets me go back into Leela. Then I can just go into the Trouble Sunny. I'm going to use Trouble Sunny to bring back. I'm going to battle the number 107 because I don't want that to get big on his turn. Then Trouble Sunny, I do go into the two Evil Twins. I almost forget, but I do attack the Galaxy Soldier as well. And then I just go into a bow from here. With a bow, I do bring back the Trouble Sunny, just so I can use the disruption from the Evil Twins on my opponent's turn. He's never seen a bow before, so he's just reading it over to see what it does. A bow is so freaking cracked in this deck, it's insane. I discard the Engraver in my hand. I'm not going to need it to banish the Abao and summon my Trouble Sunny. And then, of course, in the end phase, Abao will come back. To get the Sunny Snitch to search as well. Just to have something else. It's not really going to matter too much here, but of course it's not doing much in the hand either. So might as well get some chip damage in from the burn effect while having Trouble Sunny or either of the Link 2s on the field. So a Bow comes back. A Bow will be live next turn as well with the Leela's Treat Eye search. So from here, JC will be going into Photon Lord, I believe. Yeah, Photon Lord. It is a negate, so that is something I have to keep in mind here, but it doesn't really matter too much. I use Lacrima's effect to summon Requiem, which is what he uses to negate on. Probably not the best decision. Honestly, if anything, negating Trouble Sunny or even a Bow would have been better. It's kind of just used as a bit of a bait here. So he just kind of realizes what kind of situation the board state is in right now. Because Trouble Sunny can just bring back the Evil Twins. I get to pop, get a draw. Bow lets me just destroy something on the field or summon a light or dark from a graveyard. I didn't really need the Desiree. It did really suck. It did kind of limit my plays here. But I was still able to kind of keep it going and make sure that we aren't going to fall behind. stay ahead, stay control of the board. That's kind of what Evil Twins is doing right now. It's definitely a really nice mid-range deck. So he uses Trance here to get the Galaxy Eyes. Oh wait, he just tried to activate it just to see if he does have a target. Technically a procedural error, but it is locals. Who cares? So he just wanted to see if he could summon something off of it. He couldn't because he didn't have any more level 8s in his deck. He had kind of ran out of gas here. He tries to activate another spell here to just try to basically do like a fast Xyz. He summons both Galaxy Eyes and then goes into the 107 again. 106, 102. I think it's 107. I do from here use the Trouble Sunny to tribute getting both Evil Twin effects off. I can't target that new monster though, but he does get to banish. He banishes the Chaos Angel for some reason. Honestly, it would have been better to banish the Typhon. I wasn't even thinking about Chaos Angel because how clogged my field is. I might have been possible on my next turn. But Typhon definitely would have been a better shot here because he did summon twice. So I'm use up Bao's effect, discarding the Fuwa in my hand to just pop the Photon Lord. From there, it's basically just game.